friends, and welcome back to my kitchen. So recently my family and I went to Indiana to the Covered Bridge Festival, and there was a lady there selling some sourdough cinnamon rolls. So they looked delicious, and so I thought I'd come home and try to recreate those cinnamon rolls, and I found this recipe and everyone in the family enjoyed it, and so today I thought I'd share that recipe with you. Okay, to begin with, we are going to use our scale, and I'm going to zero out the bowl, and we are going to add 100 grams of butter. So that is about 7 tablespoons. Okay, to our butter, we are going to add 50 grams of sugar. Okay, I'm going to take this over to the KitchenAid mixer and cream the butter and sugar together. So while the butter and sugar are being creamed, we will go ahead and get our other ingredients. We need 80 milliliters of milk. And then I'm just going to take this over to the stove and heat it up to about 90 degrees. We are also going to need 10 grams of instant yeast. So the 10 grams is about 2 teaspoons. And we're going to use 200 grams of discarded sourdough. And then I'm just going to set this aside and feed it when we're done. We have our eggs, our sourdough, our yeast, so 5 grams of salt. We'll need 450 grams of all-purpose flour. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape down the sides. Now I'm going to add the 3 eggs. Our milk. And our sourdough starter. So in this bowl I put the yeast and the salt and about half the flour. We're going to slowly begin adding this. Okay, now I'm going to switch over to my dough hook. We also need 10 grams of powdered milk. I almost forgot that. We'll add that as well. So the consistency we're looking for is the dough to not be sticky, and you can tell that the dough is sticky right now, so what we're going to do is add some more flour. So I'm adding about a 1/4 cup of flour. So now you can see my fingers aren't sticking to the dough. And you can see the sides have become clean. So I'm just going to take it out and give it a little bit of a kneading. Knead it for a little bit. So you can see the ball of dough is smooth and it's not sticking. So now what I'm going to do is just get some coconut oil and put that all over. I'm going to put this back into our bowl and I'm going to cover it and let it rise. What we're looking for is it to be double in size. And that should take about 2 hours. So our dough has been rising for about 2 hours. We're going to go ahead and dump this out onto the counter. We are going to roll this out to be about 12 inches by 18 inches. Okay, now we're going to make the cinnamon sugar filling. We have 1 stick of butter that's softened. And to this we're going to add 115 grams of brown sugar, 115 grams of cane sugar, and 18 grams of cinnamon. Now we're just going to spread the filling over the rolled out dough. Now we're just going to roll it up. We're trying to keep a nice tight roll. And I'm just going to take the end and start pressing it up here. And now what we're going to do is cut these into 12 rolls. Okay. We're just going to line a 13 by 9 inch pan with some parchment paper. Okay, and there we have our 12 rolls. Now we're going to complete the second rise. We're going to get these covered and set these aside. Our cinnamon rolls have doubled in size, so we're going to go ahead and put those in our preheated oven. I preheated the oven to 400 degrees, and we are going to bake these for 20 to 30 minutes. So while the cinnamon rolls are baking, we're going to go ahead and make the icing for the cinnamon rolls. So what I have in my bowl right now is 1 stick of butter, 5 tablespoons of cream cheese softened. And today I'm going to make an orange flavored icing. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of orange juice. I'm going to start with a half a teaspoon of orange extract. And then I'm going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of orange peel. I'm going to add in 2 cups of powdered sugar. I'm going to add another half a teaspoon of the orange extract. So that was a total of 1 teaspoon of the orange extract. So I like the consistency of this. So we're going to put this on the cinnamon rolls when they're warm, so it's going to melt down and go over those cinnamon rolls and just bring them really good flavor. So some variations, what you can do is you can use, for maple icing, you can use 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, a teaspoon of maple flavoring to make that maple, or you can just go ahead and use the 2 tablespoons of milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla just for a plain icing. So you can change this up. The cinnamon rolls are out of the oven and I've let them cool for about 5 minutes. So now we'll spread the icing over the top of them. So we're going to let these sit, and when it's time for us to taste them, I'll bring you back. Okay, I've let the cinnamon rolls cool off. They're warm still. And so I'm going to have my daughter Jessie come in and give it a taste test.
The cinnamon roll is really good and I really like it. Thanks.
Thank you all for watching. Again, our family has enjoyed these cinnamon rolls since we discovered this recipe, and I just wanted to share that with you today. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.